This is Free Talk Live. You're invited to join us here on our toll-free number. You can bring up anything that you want. Our number is 855-450-FREE. That's 855-450-3733. Although we're actually starting things out tonight with an interview, which we don't do very often on Free Talk Live. This isn't an interview show, generally, but every now and then we make an exception. And we actually sometimes bring back old guests to check in with them, see what they're doing nowadays. And Dayna Martin is back with us here on the internet. She's not in our studio here. It's Ian and Mark. Melanie will be joining us shortly. Hello, Dayna.
Hi. Thanks for having me back, guys.
Sure.
Happy to be here.
It's great to have you. The last time we had you on, I think, was probably from Anarchapulco. And previously, you've actually been here in our Keene studios because you are from New Hampshire. You live in New Hampshire, and you do a lot of unschooling. You're kind of well known as a big proponent of unschooling.
Yeah, I think that you probably got your biggest break at fame through that Mom Swap show, or what it was called.
Oh, right, Wife Swap. Yeah, that was a big break for sure.
Yeah,
kind of a crazy one, but yeah, definitely.
And now you are taking a larger role in Anarchapulco, which is an event that Mark and I are big fans of. I've been to the last two. Mark, you went to the original one way back, the first one. There have been 4 so far, so I guess the 5th one is coming up in 2019. When did you first get turned on to Anarchapulco, Dayna?
Well, I went to the very first one. So Jeff Berwick invited me. It was interesting because I didn't really know a lot about anarchy. I didn't even know I was an anarchist until I was on Jeff Berwick's show. So I kind of got pulled into this community. And once I was here, I just felt so at home and I became really passionate about it. So I spoke at the first Anarchapulco and every Anarchapulco since. And this year, it's such an honor to have been asked to be community producer. So now I take part with a wonderful team of creating the whole experience for people and the vision. So we're very excited to share about that with you tonight.
Cool. I mean, I've been a big fan of the event ever since the first year I went, and it's just gotten bigger since then. This year was a sold out. In 2018, it was a sold out event, and that was like 1,700 people. It's going to be even bigger coming up in 2019. You guys are moving up to a new event space at the same resort, correct? You're going to be in the larger event hall this time around?
Yeah, well, this year it's going to be twice as big. So we literally took over the entire property.
Oh,
so the whole hotel, every room in the hotel, the beach, every pool. I mean, every inch of the property is for us to create our overall vision of the event and to bring this to a lot more people. So yeah, it's going to be twice as big as what you saw. And we are in a much larger space for the main stage. Mm-hmm. We have all the other spaces for secondary stages. So we have a total of about 200 speakers this year. And we have, I think there's about 5 or 6 stages that we're going to have.
Yeah, I was in on the Cryptopulco speaker meeting, and it looks like it's going to be really jam-packed with some of the best names of the business.
Oh yeah, it's going to be amazing this year. So last year Cryptopulco was just one day. This year Cryptopulco is all 4 days of the event. So this is something so important to our attendees. People have asked for this. The community wants more about crypto and everything related. So we're bringing it hard this year with the 4 days of Cryptopulco during Anarchapulco.
That's amazing. I mean, it felt like a cryptocurrency convention this year, and that was only with it being one day crypto, but there were so many crypto sponsors that were around. Everybody was talking about cryptocurrency. You know, everybody was sharing their Steemit links around, and it was like you couldn't get away from cryptocurrency conversations. So I'm glad to see that that aspect of the event has expanded out. How many stages are you guys planning?
We have the main stage, and then we have the philosophy stage, the Cryptopulco stage, the family camp stage. And let's see, the health and wellness stage, which is huge. I mean, that's another whole portion that is going to be happening for all 4 days of the event. This is massive. And then we have a few smaller secondary stages too.
And ticket price is not, I mean, I've been to Liberty events before. The price is commensurate with significantly smaller events and shorter ones too.
Yeah, it was really important to Jeff to keep the price affordable for people, which he's so generous in that way, and I really appreciate that. We all do. But yes, this is an incredible price for all that. There's conferences within conferences, basically. So we have the main event, and then we have Cryptopulco, then we have the health and wellness, which is a whole conference in itself. So you're getting a lot for the price of the ticket.
This year, it's called Life Unchained is the sort of the motto of the event. What's that mean?
Okay, well, this is amazing to me. So this is part of our vision. Is the theme Life Unchained? It has to do with unchaining our lives in every area. So unchaining our lives with finances, with the Cryptopoko stage, with our health, with the health and wellness stage. You're freeing your family. We have the Free Your Family camp. So we're helping people take off the chains and the conditioning, and all the damage that's been done to most of us raised in our culture. So this is the first step to awakening, I believe, for people to really get this. So we're unchaining mentally with the philosophy stage and all that we're offering. And yeah, so it's, what do you guys think of, what does Unchained mean to you when you hear that?
Well, I've been paying attention to the emails that are coming through, and for me, I've just been thinking about this this idea of the free family, whatever that might mean. And to me, it's very interesting. At the same time, it's a little frightening. Every family's different and their ideas are different, and I just kind of want to hear what people have to say on that particular stage. I mean, this is what I find sort of most interesting. I guess Unchained to me means I don't know. I mean, I don't feel like I've got the shackles of my life anymore. Right. Just the freedom to do what I want with my life.
Right. What about you, Dan?
Well, you mentioned families. I noticed here that apparently, I didn't know this until tonight, families are encouraged to bring their kids along, and kids will be free as far as ticketing.
And that is another really big deal I wanted to point out, because I've been running conferences for about almost 15 years, unschooling conferences and parenting conferences. And that's, we've never done children for free. So the fact that Anarchapulco is offering that is huge. And I'm really, really grateful they are. It's going to enable more people to come. And
yeah, I mean, I've noticed at some of the libertarian conferences, it's like, kids are almost an afterthought. It's like, oh, here's this room over here. You can put your kids in this room, and we'll give them some coloring books or something. And then
it's better than jail, but not much.
Right. They're kind of inconvenient, in most events that I've been to, that were liberty-based events. They're just kind of put on the side or in another tent. There might be a couple little things for them. But this year, we want to integrate. We want to get rid of age segregation, integrate the kids in with the adults, the teens in with the adults, the teens in with the kids. I mean, we're going to have an entrepreneurial fair for kids down in the lobby. They're going to learn all about marketing and crypto. They're going to be able to accept crypto. Hopefully, we're working on that.
Cool.
And they're going to market services and products of their own. And we want to support raising these free thinking entrepreneurs. And so that's a really important part. So we're going to have all kinds of sessions for parents, not only parents to educate themselves about peaceful parenting and everything that goes along with that, but also for kids to be able to learn a lot of skills that many of us are learning now as adults. So we want to prepare the next generation of free thinkers and freedom lovers and support all of that. So our event, the kids are just as important as the adults, and we're honoring that this year.
I gotta say, that hotel, the resort, is just trying to think of it from a kid's perspective. It would be just awesome to be at that hotel. It's just such a big place with all the.
They've got that big pool thing there. And it's kind of like a lazy river,
right?
And
all that stuff,
all the animals and birds that are around. It's amazing.
So to answer your question, though, about being unchained, I mean, to me, that's all about, your mental state, right? Not where we're literally chained physically. Most of us aren't, at least. We do have some people who are listening in prison, but most of us aren't physically chained. The chains are in our mind. And so being able to break those, once your mind is free, they really can't do anything to you.
Exactly. And I don't think we realize all the ways that we are chained until we start breaking free of them. And then we realize, I mean, a lot of people don't realize how conditioned they are to see birth in a certain way, for example, or parenting or schooling and the different options with that. Our minds are conditioned to keep us very chained. Health and wellness, too. I think that's such an important part of it, to see where we're so, again, we're so conditioned to see nutrition to be something that maybe it's not. And so we're really, really happy to bring this to people for people to understand that they can always let go of more and more.
Yeah, my wife is really into that nutrition, the nutrition end of this. And last year when we were there, she was rounding up interviews for me of these guys who had ideas I had really never heard of. Many of them quite radical.
Didn't she veto your frog poison idea, though?
I was going to do the frog poison thing. She's like, no way.
Hey, hang on, Dayna. We're going to bring you back here in a moment.
Okay.
Dayna Martin is with us from Anarchapulco. You go to anarchapulco.com. This is Free Talk Live. You can bring up what you want here in moments. Though right now, We're talking about Anarchapulco. So if you have a question about Anarchapulco, now would be a time for it. The toll-free number is 855-450-FREE. That's 855-450-3733. Mark, you and I know a thing or two about Anarchapulco, having attended a few of them. But you're actually heading up the Cryptopulco version of the event, that particular stage. As I understand it, you'll be the MC on that.
It'll be my second time emceeing Anarchapulco. I emceed the first one.
Sure. But this time you're going to be doing Cryptopulco, which will be all about cryptocurrency, and I think that'll be a lot of fun. We got Dayna Martin on the line with us here from New Hampshire. She's one of the organizers, the community producer, I think was the term. Dayna, you're back on Free Talk Live.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Yeah, of course. So we were talking about, various aspects of this event. More speakers, of course, are going to be announced likely over the next, I imagine, several weeks. But there are some big names that have already been rolled out. Of course, Ron Paul is coming back. He was huge in 2018, and I imagine he's going to pack the house again in 2019. Judge Andrew Napolitano will be there for the first time.
Yeah, everyone's so excited to have him. Yeah, we have some really big, amazing names this year. And Ron Paul, it was amazing to see how many people adored this man. It was amazing for me to watch that last year, like just to see the people just love him and surround him like he was a rock star.
Like a rock star, yeah, that's what I was thinking.
They were following him, and it was like just waiting for photos, and he was so gracious. And so one thing I love about Anarchapulco is how these aren't just speakers that speak and go off stage. I mean, these speakers connect with people, when they're off stage, they immerse themselves in the community. They're attainable to be able to connect with and talk to. So that's important to us. It always has been. So we have some other really big names.
Who else are you excited about?
Me? I think, I'm really excited that Jeffrey Tucker's emceeing. I'm thrilled about that because he's so fascinating and entertaining to watch, and I'm really excited to see him as MC. I'm excited to see David Icke because, gosh, he's such an interesting man. I've been watching his videos now that I know that he's coming. I was kind of into him before. My mother really loves him. She lives in England, and so I'm really excited to see him. Oh gosh, it's so hard.
I got to say, I'm interested in talking to David Icke. I mean, he's one of those talked about people with a lot of very unusual, esoteric kind of sounding views, and I think it'll be fun to actually get him on Free Talk Live and ask him some tough questions. I think that'll be really interesting. Oh
yeah. I mean, the speakers this year are so great. I can't wait to hear Eric July on the main stage. He's the singer for the band Backwards, but he's also very, very intelligent. I'd love to hear everything he has to say on he has like a podcast, and so to hear him on stage will be great.
He was there in 2018. Wasn't he performing? Didn't they have a performance? There's usually like a musical component to this event too. We haven't really touched on that, but I think Wu-Tang showed up, or at least some of the members of Wu-Tang showed up as a surprise and played that event. So have you heard anything about musical performances yet this year?
We have some great some great plans in the works. We can't wait to share more with you about that. Wu-Tang Clan came last year. That was such a surprise. It was right before, and they wanted to come to learn about crypto anarchy. So they contacted Jeff, and so we didn't seek them out. They sought us out and came, and they were amazing. They were so great to have. So yeah, we're really excited for everybody that's coming. Dr. Sherry Tenpenny, I'm excited for everyone to hear her. She's a vaccine activist. So vaccines are a really controversial topic, and there's so much to say about them. And this woman is the best in the world at what she does. So we're excited for people to hear her.
Yeah, one thing I've noticed this year is that the sort of the ramp up is really well organized. I'm getting emails that are letting me know when new speakers are arriving. I mean, I'm already in. I'm already sort of registered and going to be there, obviously, as one of the MCs. But I'm getting this marketing information, the website, the Facebook page. These things are constantly aflutter with information, and it seems to build the excitement for me.
Yeah, our team this year, I mean, the production team, they know what they're doing, and we're very focused on just keeping everybody in the loop of what's happening and releasing more and more information as we solidify it. So if you want to sign up for our list, if you're not on, please do. You'll be able to hear who's coming and the different events happening, because there's so many different components. It's so important for everyone to realize that the conference, we want this to be your conference. We want people to choose how they want to participate and what their experience is. And there's such a huge diversity in the anarchist community that it's so important for us to be able to meet the needs of all the different people coming. And so this is kind of like create your own conference when you come. There's going to be so much going on at the same time, simultaneously, that you get to pick and choose. So that's really exciting as well.
I'm looking forward to it. We haven't even really mentioned the dates. It's February 14th through the 17th, coming up in 2019 in beautiful Acapulco, Mexico.
But there's a lot going on beforehand, right?
Oh, yeah. The Dollar Vigilante Summit is going to be 2 days before.
What's
that's
that
really
all
exciting.
about?
That's on the 12th and 13th. That's Jeff Berwick's event that he's had every year. So that's going to be happening. It's about finance. So a hugely important component to this. It goes hand in hand with crypto. So that is a very popular event, and I encourage people to sign up and get those tickets quick. So if you want to hear more about it, you can go to the website. I think it's the Dollar Vigilante Summit. I'll put I'll give you guys the link that you guys can add to share this.
One other thing here, how the ticket sales going? Last I heard, we were in Texas at the Texas Bitcoin Conference, ran into Jeff Berwick there, and I think he told us over 2,000 tickets had been sold of 3,000 available. Have you gotten an update on that recently?
I think it's up higher than that right now. So we sell every day. We're selling more and more. So if I was anybody listening to this, we did sell out last year, and we will sell out this year.
The year before, too.
Oh, yeah. Every year this sells out. So it's going to go quick, and we're going to be announcing more and more. So the more we announce, the quicker they're going to go.
The more people are going to get excited. The more you announce.
It's great to hear the interviews on Free Talk Live, and please do listen to those interviews on Free Talk Live, but you just don't know what the atmosphere is like until you've been there. It's amazing.
Yeah, it really is. And I got to say, as somebody who's been involved with event organizing, and you, like you said, you've been doing event organizing before, it always seems to me like the bulk of signups for tickets come in the last few weeks. But at Anarchapulco, it's almost sold out, and we are months away still, 3 months away from the event.
Right.
I know. It blows us away. Every time we have a team meeting, we're in awe at how quickly everything is going, and how popular this is, and what people want. So we take every single opinion and request into consideration. We really think about the attendees and how we want to meet the needs of everybody coming. And I think because we are so focused on community and community building, that people really see that, they feel it, and they want to be part of it, because this is about everybody. This is about pulling everyone together, supporting everyone, and people want to be part of it. The attendees, the people that buy tickets and come, are just as important as anybody else there, is just as important as these big name speakers, the musical acts. So that's very, very important. And I think people know that, and they feel it, and they want to be part of that.
I spoke to the main organizer there and asked her, well, what happens if you guys hit 3,000? Are you going to find more tickets, or aren't you? And she said, absolutely not.
That's it.
That's it.
No, we want to keep it at a level that people can enjoy it. This isn't about how many tickets we can sell. This is about the experience that we give our community. It's at the root of everything that we do. And so that is so important.
Dayna, I want to thank you for coming on Free Talk Live, telling us it's the first interview we've really had about Anarchapulco, so I appreciate the inside scoop, and I hope you have a great night.
All right, guys. Thank you so much.
That's Dayna Martin, Anarchapulco.com, February 14th through the 17th. We're going to be there. We'll be broadcasting Free Talk Live from the event, and we're looking forward to seeing you there. Go to Anarchapulco.com.